G'day traders, this is John Howell speaking. I'm going to give you just a quick little video recap on what happened last week on the market. There was actually not much happening on the market at all. We can see right now we're looking at a daily Dow Jones chart, and this was happened last week. And so what we're looking at right now, let's go to a weekly chart here, and if we open up our weekly chart here, open up more, we can see we can see a few things here. We can see that we have a nice little trend line coming down through here, and you can see that trend line is really compressing on a sort of a weekly basis. The bigger picture, looking at the Dow Jones, you can see it's nicely compressing down. We don't really know what's going to happen here, but the pattern does say that it is knocking it down, knocking it down, knocking it down, and having some major support, major resistance. Let's just draw this trend line here for a minute. And let's just grab that and bring it down to where it looks like it's suitable. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just bringing that right down to where it looks suitable right now, and it looks suitable right there. Okay, so this is the bigger picture. You can see it bounced here, closed there, bounced off here, and now last week actually closed below there. So right now, as of tonight, right now, today is Monday the 16th of February. And just looking back over the last week, and I'll go back and have a look at the Australian market in just a minute. But what we're looking at right now, we're just looking at the market. This is a descending triangle. This is a pattern which is definitely it's bearish pattern on a bigger scale, and you can definitely see that what's happening right now is you can see that the market is definitely trying to basically have some run to the downside. If you go to a daily chart right now, you can see exactly on a much more of a much more of a detailed scale that this is definitely trying to fall to the downside right now. There's like a vacuum effect on the downside. So right now the Dow Jones is definitely looking at going to the downside. If I just bring up a simple RSI indicator, I'll bring up a simple RSI indicator. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to simply bring up just the 14 RSI. That's the standard one RSI through here, and you can see the RSI on a weekly basis is slowly crawling up through here. But look at this on the daily chart. Look at this on the daily chart. This is a related strength indicator, and what it does, it just sort of just gives you, it just basically determines the strength of this particular stock or index or future. Depends on what you're looking at. And you can see right now this RSI is definitely gauging or definitely telling you what's happening right now. You can see that if I draw a trend line from here to here, you can see that that trend line bounced there, broke down. Look at it, resistance, resistance, and now you can start to see something like this happening. Probably something like that through there, and you can see now pointing down. So that's telling me now right now that the relative strength indicator is now pointing to the downside. That's showing a lot of weakness to the downside. Now I'm not saying that the market's going to drop here. What I am saying is just be careful, because this looks like it's going to drop here. Okay, no one knows exactly what's going to happen, but you only can trade what you do, and that's exactly what we do in the trading room every day. So just make sure that you definitely keeping that in check of having trend lines in place and having all these patterns in place to tell you what's likely to happen coming to the next future or coming soon. One thing that's very important to look at when we're looking at the market is volume. If I bring up a volume chart now, I'm just going to have volume. Just going to change my volume there. Okay, there we have volume. One thing that's really important when looking at volume chart, these are the volume bars down here. And you can see that a couple of things here. We can see the RSI pointing down, but one thing you can see is that when you know a move is not fake or it's not false, when you're looking for a move that is strong and it's not false, you're looking for increasing volume but more activity. Now what I mean is this: if we can see through this period through here, market ran straight down. In the exact same period, look what happened to the volume. Just ran straight up. Increase in volume, increase in flow activity. We're showing a lot more selling, and then you can see here it started tapering off, and when it started tapering off, we had a bit more tapering off in the volume through here. Okay, market dropped down through here. When the market popped back up through here, market started to rise up through here. When the market started going sideways through here. So right now what the market's telling me, it's sideways and the volume's not really increasing or decreasing. So right now we can see that the market is definitely showing a lot more bearishness on the downside. For example, in that volume, you can see here market had a big run to the downside, but look at this volume, just increasing volume all the way up through here. Bam, 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 bam. all the way up, and it showed you some massive increase in volume. So right now we're looking for more downside on this particular market, but again, we just don't know what's going to happen until obviously it happens. But we're always going to have a system in play to actually check it out. So let's go check out the .axjo. This is I'm looking at the software I'm using right now. That's the code. And if I bring up some volume, and let me bring up an RSI indicator straight away. Okay, RSI, again, we'll just use 14 there. And you can see right now, looking at a daily chart of the Australian market, once again, you can see that the relative strength indicator right now on a daily basis is pointing down. But if we look at a weekly chart, you can see it's actually was way over. This is the overbought, oversold section. Okay, so you can see that it's been sold off into this overbought, oversold section, and then we have another rally to the upside. Right now, we can see that it's starting to slowly crease up through here. And but that's the bigger picture. But the short-term picture says, if I squeeze my chart up through here, my short-term picture says that it's actually pointing down, and this is just in general territory. So nothing really worry about there. But the shorter term says down we should go. One thing we do look at here is you can have a look through here. We have this sort of basically channeling period through here. It's basically going sideways, and one thing that is really important to identify is when the market starts going sideways, how do you trade it? Because if you're a trend trading a guy like you like to hop on trends, which is very important, if you like to hop on trends, or if you like to reverse trends, or you like maybe a bounce of support or resistance to get in, or any of that, you need to understand that, okay, if the market goes into some sort of abnormal conditions, like if it's not trending, it's going to a sideways channel, how do you trade that channel, and how do you identify the trading opportunities for that to happen? So right now we can see the market is going overall sideways. So you can see bounce off support, hit resistance, bounce off support, now just going overall sideways through here. So again, not much happening overall on the market, but you can just see that by looking at this Australian market, it looks like over sideways, but the US market looks more bearish. And again, once again, it's actually a holiday in the United States tonight, so we don't know what's going to happen. But from looking at the patterns on the charts, it does look much more bearish. So right now, the Australian market, again, today is Monday, the 16th. As of today, we actually had a bit of a down day, and most stocks did end up down. A few stocks like West, Telstra, AMP and ANZ, and also a few of the banks were actually up as well. CBA was down over 5%. So that's a bit of a weekly wrap on what's happening on the market. Again, this is just a bit of a tool this is the tool to help you with the market and help you what's going on in the market. Once again, I hope you appreciate these videos. These videos are here to help you. Again, they're free, and they're absolutely here to show you some few things that we look at in the trading room to gauge whether we have a trading opportunity or not. So please do take care. Please come and check us out at tradinginvestingforyou.com, and we have some we have some good stuff there to show you, some free ebooks, some free videos, and a whole bunch of more stuff just to help you out. Okay, so come down, check us out, and I hope I can help you out in some shape or form very soon. So thank you very much for listening, and I shall see you next time with the next update.